Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Nadie, and today we're trying out makeup from the indie brand Kaleidos. As you beautiful people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tip you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. Oh my little corn-covered kaleidoscopes, how you doing today? I hope wherever you're at in the world you're having a phenomenal day so far. I myself am doing very good. I'm just getting up and around, and I am so excited for today's video. I always love showcasing indie brands, and this brand actually just put me on their PR list, so thank you very much. It's very generous. I'm always very excited, grateful, and a little bit surprised whenever I receive PR because one of my stipulations is that I have to be 100% honest with anything that I get, and brands don't always love that. But apparently Kaleidos was okay with that because they sent me like everything. This isn't a sponsored post. I'm not gonna suck anybody's dick just because they sent this to me, but I did want to showcase it. As an indie brand myself, word of mouth honestly speaks volumes, but I have heard really great things about this brand. I think we've tried one of their palettes. It was a really vibrant colored one. They actually may have sent it to me. Hold on. Here it is. They did send it to me. Okay, do y'all remember this palette? This is the Flower Punk palette. I don't remember if we liked it or disliked it. I do remember that visually it was very similar to Melt Cosmetics, but I feel like quality-wise it was much different, kind of in a good way. If I remember correctly, which is very difficult for me, I think these blended out a bit better. I don't remember. I'm not going to swatch this one because I did already review it and do a look with it, but I'll showcase her on here today. I think this has like a totally removable top. Yes, like me on spring break, just whip that top off. See, that's what I'm talking about. Very Melt-esque. It kind of reminds me of the Mary Jane palette. I think that was a palette, or maybe it was called 420. We aren't even gonna focus. Why even bother? But yeah, very cute. And then there's the mirror. I really like the color scheme. I like everything about the packaging. It's just really unique to me, despite the fact that the layout does look similar to another palette. Ooh, but they actually sent me this huge thing of apple, it says. I think these are lipsticks. So we'll dive into that. They also, They also sent me the Encyclopedia of Kaleidos Space Age Highlighters. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's open her and look at how cute that packaging is. They have Space Prophecy, Space Age Gifted, and then all these other little babies in here. So we will check that out momentarily. There's no way we can try like everything that they sent me, but we can at least feature it. And then lastly, they also included this big ass box, which has this palette in there, and it looks like a contour palette, and I think a couple other highlighters. I actually think they may have sent me double. Oh, they totally did. I wonder if they would mind if I did a little giveaway on here. Hopefully they won't. I think I'm actually gonna send one of these to my friends, and then let's go ahead and give away this Space Age Prophecy highlighter. They say it's a multi-chrome champagne highlighter with a supernatural green and fuchsia shift. That sounds odd, but kind of lovely. So if this interests you, make sure to check out the Rafflecopter link down below. Just make sure you're at least 18 or older or have your parents' consent. It'll be a worldwide giveaway. Good luck to everyone. Thank you, Kaleidos, for sending this my way. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, and I didn't mention these guys. So they also sent a lip mask. This is the Apple Glaze lip mask, and I already opened this bitch and I've used the living tits out of it. It is amazing. It comes in a little jar and you really don't need that much. It's almost like a Vaseline, but like a zhuzh Vaseline. And I put chapstick on and then that mask, and then I top it off with a really thick lip gloss. And then when I wake up in the morning, oh my god, suckable, fuckable, kissable lips. And they also included a highlighter brush, which I think I looked online and I believe this was under $10. I want to say maybe $8. So really kind of affordable. It's a nice soft synthetic brush. It's very nice, dainty, and cute. And specifically, this is the H2 Precision brush. So we'll definitely try that out. And then the last thing in that first box is this Charisma Contour Palette. If I can open it, there we go. Honestly, they do have really cool packaging. Like, there was definitely some thought put into this. This is Huarman Medium, simple yet sophisticated shadow play, and they give you little directions there. We have a nice cool contour, a lovely bronzer to blend that out with, and then a matte highlight for under the eyes or anywhere you want to highlight. Very cool. Let's move on to this apple thing. Oh, it's on my floor. It's too hard to reach. Again, props for beautiful packaging. Look at this shiz. This is just called the Apple, and it's got a little pull-out drawer right here. I don't know what's in it. Got a little bit of paper. Oh, got a lot of paper. Oh, this is like my birthday, except I'm not crying on the floor with a bottle of wine. I don't know what this is. It's like a figurine of some sort? Like a white Fabergé egg. Oh, Oh, that's kind of cool. It's just like a paperweight. Hopefully it's not too bright to be able to see because it's actually quite cool. It's like molded plaster and it's just a plain bejeweled little apple and it says Kaleidos right there. And PR wise, it's very smart because it makes this more memorable. Oh my gosh, yay. They actually sent another one of the lip masks, which I would include this in the giveaway, but I love this so much. I'm gonna be selfish. I'm sorry. What else is in here? Is this a fan? Oh my God, I'm gonna have like a drag queen moment. Oh, yes. Nope. No. Okay, we'll just be gentle with her. I like that. It's like a double-sided fan, and she needs it because we are warm today. I freaking love this. What the hell? And I broke it already. Could it be because I was whipping it around? No, definitely not. This is why I wasn't allowed toys growing up. Oop, I fixed it. Okay. It's just so cool and thoughtful. I love it. Okay, so now onto these babies, which I guess are actually metal. I thought they were paper, but these are like heavy tins. And I really don't know what these are. They say Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay. Oh, I get it. This must go with the apple glaze lip masks. It's kind of the same packaging and it also says apple. So that makes sense. All right, I get it now. You know what this reminds me of? A long time ago, or maybe they still have it. They had these like miniature like Valentine's Day or Christmas chocolates that came in these kind of boxes. And I used to love getting them. Wait, no, they were lifesavers. That's what they were. The books of lifesavers. Do they still make that? Oh, good memories. Okay, so this one doesn't have a name. It's just pink. And I have been dying to know what is inside this. Oh, once again, kudos for packaging. They made this part thick so that what's inside doesn't roll around, but here is what is inside. I think it's like pinkish nude lips. Wait, no, those are not pinkish. They're more yellowy. No, they are nude. That's nude 01. This is probably nude 02 and so on. That's really cool. I can't wait to open the rest of these now. So on their website, it looks like the 4 Vault collection, which is this plus 2 lip masks, retails for $156. That honestly isn't even that bad. Oh my gosh, you get nudes, you get mauves, you get reds, you get a blue. Shit. And then the 8-piece highlighter set retails for $149. And then the palette retails for $36. All right, let's dive into these other ones. I'm assuming this blue tin is probably gonna have like the aqua shade. Yes, there it is right in the center. You can kind of see the colors right down there. I guess I do wish the packaging was just a little bit more clear, but I'm happy with that because at least we can see the color. Oh, and then we have these shades right here. Once again, you can kind of see it right there. I think that one is black. And then last but certainly not least, we have, oh, I love the dark purple packaging. So it looks like we get a red and then other purples. Wait, no, I think there might actually be a green in there. See, that's what I'm talking about. I do wish, no, that is absolutely a purple. Okay, that's so odd. Like inside the little tube, it looks green. No, it looks purple there. What the fuck, Nady? So that really excites this little daddy. Let's go ahead and open up these highlighters. First up, we have M01, which is the Prophecy. It's set in a nice big tin. It is kind of bulky, so probably not the most travel friendly, but the product inside looks really, really pretty. It has a lovely little design pressed into it. Very cute. And we will fill all of these, but I just have to feel this right now. Oh, that's cool. It goes from like green to silver to gold, like a champagne. I don't know if you can see any of that, but in person, that's really cool. Do you see that? It's like pink right there, kind of orangey, reddish. Then depending on which way it goes, it's like orange and green. That is cool. Is that the one we included in the giveaway? Yes. Okay, everybody and your fucking mother enter this giveaway because that is awesome. I'm trying to figure out if that would be a little bit too light for me, but I think because it has like that champagne undertone, it might be okay. That is just wild how big of a shift it has. Because this way it's like purple, turquoise, and blue, and then the other way, it's just the exact opposite. Then we have Space Age Gifted. This is a multi-chrome fuchsia highlighter with a breathtaking peach and blue-green shift. I really wish it picked up better on camera. Maybe you can kind of see the shift that it has. Wow, it goes from like mint, kind of like a Tiffany blue, then to the same orange that this has, and then to like a pinkish highlighty red. See, you can kind of see the shift that they have, kind of a little bit. I don't know, duochromes and multichromes always translate weird on camera. But both of those are absolutely like out of this world, so I get why they called it Space Age. Everything's starting to click now. Next is G01 Skywalker, an incandescent aqua blue with an ultraviolet undertone. That's really, really pretty. This one kind of of looks a little bit chunkier though, so let me feel and see if she is a chunky monkey. No, not really. I think it's just pressed to look like that. That is so cool. Can you kind of see the blue shift that it has? And then here we have the shades 2, 3, and 4. I'm sorry for kind of doing these all at once, but they really don't show up that great on camera. Like, I would much rather swatch them for you, so let's do that. Oh, fuck, all those are beautiful. So here is 2, here is 3, and here is 4. Oh my goodness, literally all of them are heavenly, but why aren't they showing up on my camera? This is so frustrating because they really, really are pretty. This one right here, which I think is 4, would be an excellent topper for a blush if you're like a salmon-y blush kind of person, which I kind of am. And then here we have the last two babies. We have Ray Rider and Moon Cruiser. Moon Cruiser is a beautiful like silver to blue, and then Ray Rider looks like a nudish kind of champagne. Here is the more nude one. Here is the lavender silvery one. Those are so damn gorgeous. I can't even if you aren't like a fan of these on your actual face, because these are a little bit wild and kind of crazy and out there for some people, these would be fan-fucking-tastic eyeshadows. Like, oh my goodness. Especially this very last one that we did, that would be heavenly over like a black base or even a purple base. Actually, any of these would be awesome over a black base. God damn, those are pretty. But I think my favorite is this one right here, which I think might be this MO2 Gifted. It has the more glittery packaging, but it has more of a shift than any of the other ones. It's got green, it has red, it has purple, it has pink. It's almost hollow. In fact, over a black, it's probably the closest that I've ever seen any kind of makeup get to hollow. That isn't just like straight up hollow pigment. Those are excellent. My only complaint with any of these is gonna be like the big bulky packaging. It's not that it's unattractive, it's very cute, but if you're a makeup collector, you might have kind of a slim space for your makeup collection, and these are just really bulky. But you probably could also depot this as well, but that's pretty damn good if the only thing that I have to bitch about doesn't really even have to do with the product itself. At least so far. I am absolutely gonna do a wear time test with this stuff. I am completely snowed in. I don't feel like going out anywhere. Maybe I'll do like a black smoky eye and apply some highlighters to that so that we can really help them pop and see their colors. And I absolutely want to try a few of these lipsticks on my lips. However, I can't try all of them. I'll end up with like no lips left. At the end of the day, I'll look like Mr. Potato Head before you put the mouth in. So I think instead, why don't I go ahead and swatch these? That works, right? But before I do that, let's give a few more props to this fabulous packaging. It has a nice locking closure. It's matte. It feels very, very comfortable. It's not super heavy, but it doesn't feel cheap. I do like that you can kind of see the color down there, but I just wish the color were a little bit easier to see, because I personally store my lipsticks up like this, and I don't even know if this is like a nude, if it's a red, if it's a brown. Oh, it is definitely a nude. That's what the little wand looks like. It's cute. See, she's got a nice little point. It has a well in the center so that it picks up a nice amount of product, and I don't think it has a fragrance, which I personally very much appreciate. Not that I really mind fragrances in my lipstick, but sometimes they can be so damn overpowering, and that's all you taste for like hours. Oh, that is a really creamy and smooth formula. I think these were called lip clays, and I get that it does kind of feel like a glam glow mask before it dries on your face. Here we have these two bundles swatched. I actually don't know the names of them because they were printed on the wrapping that I threw away, but one is like purple and one's kind of like fuchsia, and I'm really excited to try these out because I can't tell if they are pigmented. Like, putting them on a hand, they're a little bit splotchy, but every lipstick kind of is. But just color-wise, they look beautiful, and they feel very comfortable. Like, they're not dry and crunchy and crusty, which I know crusty sounds kind of weird for a lipstick, but trust me, we've had crusty-ass lipsticks. And before we get too far in, I do want to just try one of these. To me, a brand is really good if it can master a deep lipstick without making it patchy, and then a light nude lipstick without it being patchy. So I'm gonna try this Deep Vampy Purple. This is DE06 Queen of the Night. And let's see if they have mastered the perps. Here we go. Oh, that is so smooth. Oh my gosh, it's like velvet. Damn. I am gonna go in with a few coats because I like to rub my lips together to really spread it around evenly. But here's with 2 coats. I won't zoom in just yet. I'm gonna let it dry down while I do these other swatches. So let's give this a second and let's move on. And then here we have our last 2 little bundles. Once again, they feel very, very soft. Not oily, but definitely like moisturizing. Even what I have on my lips, it kind of feels like it disappeared. Like there isn't really any kind of feeling on my lips. At first, it felt like I had a lip gloss on that was just soothing, kind of like a lip oil or a lip balm. And now that it's dried down after a minute or two, it just feels weightless. Like there is no feeling on my lips. With these more unique colors, like what's on my lips, as well as this blue, I do think those need maybe 2 coats. Unless you're super precise and you can go in and shape your lips with like 1 swipe, then it doesn't need 2 coats. But like, let's be real, I'm not that precise. I'm a very sloppy host. So if you're like me, it does need 2 coats, but otherwise, they honestly seem fucking fabulous. I'm really curious to see how these hold up throughout the day, and now that this is dried down, let's do a little zoom in. Do you see this goodness? Isn't it beautiful? I can see that I probably should have applied a little bit more here and there. Like it is the slightest bit splotchy, but typically a color like this is kind of splotchy for me. So let me add 1 more little coat and see if that helps or if it just melts. No, I think that really helped. It does feel kind of heavy on my lips because I do have 3 layers on there, but that's kind of how it felt at first too with the other applications. And then after a couple minutes, it just feels like there's fucking nothing on my lips. And that color really is so pretty, isn't it? Like I love a good vampy color. I kind of want to put a lighter shade in the center. Let me see what we have. Ooh, maybe like this color. Where was that? I think this is it. Cactus flower. It's a little dab right there. Oh, that is really pretty too. I was not the most clean with that application. My apologies. But I now have like 4 layers of this lipstick on my lips, and it's not uncomfortable still. It does feel thick and heavy, but let me give it a minute. And honestly, when would I ever say no to having something thick and heavy on my lips? Now we're dried down, and it feels so beautiful on my lips. It does still kind of have that slight heaviness, but it's like a comforting feeling, like my lips feel super hydrated. And I have perpetually dry lips, so this feeling that I'm getting, it feels nice. It's like a sigh of relief. I just love a vampy moment. And it could totally be because I applied like an actual half gallon to my lips, but it does kind of want to bleed a little bit. So this might be so creamy that you have to use a lip liner. It kind of feels like a cream lipstick that dries down. So if you have bloody lips like I do, where they tend to bleed with lipstick, then definitely go in with a liner. Otherwise, this seems great. I am going to take it off, however, only because I am so scared that I'm accidentally going to wipe it. Even though it's like dried down, it's still a little bit tacky, and I think that might be why it's kind of bleeding. So unlike what I fucking did, if you're gonna layer this, maybe go in like 1 coat and really let it dry for like 5 minutes and then go in with another one, rather than it being like a paintball gun to the lips and just going in. Oh, but my lips feeling so nice. Well, let's hop our asses into a little looky look, shall we? I did already go in with my face base. For primer, I went in with the e.l.f. Poreless Pussy Primer. Then I went in with the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot and the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. Then for Consquee, I mixed the Tarte Shippy Tippy Ultra Creamy with the Lancome All Over Consquee. And to set my under eyes, I went in with the Jacqueline Cosmetics Bright and some shit. I don't know what that's called. And then the rest of my face, I set with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And my face is powdery as fuck, so let me just quick give it a spray with this Nimia setting spray. Ooh, it tastes so gross. It's like I licked the catheter bag of a senior citizen. Perfumey and moist. But it did the trick. She is much less ashy now. So, like I said, I do just want to keep this simple. I mean, the look might be dramatic, but in my eyes, if it's under like 10 shadows, it's simple. So to start with the black eye, I'm going to take this Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in, I think, Tuxedo or something, and just place it all over the lid. And I freaking love black smoky eyes like this because, one, they're super easy, but they look like you put a lot of time and effort into them. I mean, yes, they can sometimes be splotchy if you use the wrong colors, but for the most part, they're really hella easy. Then just to set everything into place, I'm taking this little pencil brush and just kind of stippling my eye. All right, little queens, now we have our shape down, so I'm just taking some black shadow and setting this into place. Even if you're only gonna wear this shit for 10 minutes, this is a vital step. You gotta set your shit into place, otherwise you're gonna look like a creasy little Krispy Kreme. And then I am gonna place these highlighters over this black, but I think for the most part, they have like a lavender shift to them, so I definitely want some purple smoked out, so I'm gonna take this like Barney purple and just go right along the edges of that black. And we'll gently start to work that upwards towards the brow. And then right above that, I'm gonna blend out this Makeup Geek shadow, which is prim and proper. All right, we have our sexy, deep, very dark, smoky eye. So let's go ahead and apply a little bit of this highlighter. Let's first dip into Gifted. I think this is the one with the shift that I really liked. I don't know, we'll see. We'll place that right there. Oh, that makes makes me so happy. That is beautiful. I don't even want to apply another one. Do you see how it goes from like green to pink to like red to blue? That is so sexual. I can't even stand up right now. There is a good bit of fallout with this, but I'm not worried about it. I have a feeling that it'll just dust away. Can you even see all the colors that are happening right now? I don't know, maybe on camera it doesn't look that great, but in person, this looks so damn cool. The only thing that I'm noticing is that at certain angles, it is a little bit see-through. Like with the pink shift on the inner corner, it's really popping, but then the rest of my eye is just bare. And then when I turn, this part is really popping, but then the inner part is super bare. So maybe I do need another highlighter on here. Should we put one on? What if we did a little bit of a Star Surfer right on the inner corner? We'll just take her with a brush, which she picks up marvelously. And let's pop that bad mama right here on the inner part, and then also right under the brow. What the fuck? Why the hell not? Wow, there's a lot of glitter. Let me see if this dusts away. Oh, yep, we are fine. Yeah, that is really fucking pretty. Just on top of that, not because it needs it, I'm gonna go in with this blue one, Skywalker, and I just want to see what they look like combined. Hopefully it doesn't look like baby vomit. We do have quite a few colors going on here. I don't mind that. Like at certain angles, it does look a little bit green and swampy, but for the most part, I think that's really pretty. Fuck me, I like this. I kind of wish I'd blended the rest of my eye out a little bit better now. Then on the other eye, let's go in with this other space age one. This is Prophecy. I was really hoping for like a cohesive look. Oh, gosh, that eye is pretty. Again, though, a lot of fallout, a lot of glitter, but I also packed a shit ton on. Okay, let's try this one on this eye. Oh my gosh! Ah, that is so stunning. Like, what the fuck, you guys? I think I actually like these more as eyeshadows than I do highlighters, and I've not even used them as highlighters yet. I do know that multi-chrome highlighters and multi-chrome pigments are very, very expensive, and so if you are interested in these just as eyeshadows, I do think it's worth it. Like, a lot of independent brands charge like 30 bucks for a single multi-chrome. And yeah, these are also a lot, but if you buy the whole big ass bundle, that's kind of a good investment if you like shit like this. That is so pretty. It reminds me of like a fish, like a bass or a trout or something. Not that gay people don't fish, but I'm not that kind of a gay, and just knowing a bass is already impressive for me. So it looks like a bass. And I don't know that this color will match up, but I just want to try it. This is Mars Melter. It might actually be okay because what's on my lid does have like a greenish to red shift, and this is red. So we can just kind of like plop her on top and see if they make beautiful little babies. It may have deepened it a little bit. I think I much preferred it beforehand. Now it just looks like pea soup with a little bit of ketchup stirred in. I don't love that. But the way that it was before was so gorgeous. And I think that's all I'm gonna pack on my eyes, otherwise they'll be too heavy to fucking close. All right, the eyes are done, so let's move on to our little contour bronzer and highlight palette. I did already set my under eyes with the brightening powder, so I'm probably not gonna go into this guy, but we can at least try these other two powders. So here we go. I might not have picked up quite enough. The packaging is a little bit awkward for me to dip my brush into, but I think I got a little bit. Yes, maybe? Hold on, let's really go in there. Ooh, it's subtle, but it's pretty. I think it's like just on the cusp of being a little bit too light for me, but it might actually be like perfect. Yes. The only complaint that I have is just this little guy right here. I don't think this is like a huge contour brush at all, yet it doesn't really even fit in the pan, but the product itself does look really nice. Like it's sitting on my skin, it's not just dusting away. We'll give the schnoz a little bit of a shadow. I think I really like this. Normally I do probably go in way too deep with my contour because I like a super dramatic look, but I think this is more like how a contour is supposed to be for me, and I'm kind of really digging it. Wow, cool. It's only taken me, what, like 6 years? And then I'm just gonna dip right into this bronzer below it, and we'll start right at the temples and just kind of stipple her in. Stipple the nipple. That's really pretty too. They do complement each other quite nicely, which is good because they're sold together. All right, so my face actually looks really, really pretty with this palette on it. The only thing that I dislike, like I said a million times, is how small these pans are. It's just a really inconvenient shape, but it's not gonna deter me from using this. Like, this is gonna go in my regular regular use pile. My other contours are kind of drying the fuck up, so they've had their moment. It's time to bring in some new shit. And then for blush, I'm gonna dip into this Lucky Glow Bronze and Highlight palette into Royal Flush. And we can stipple her on as well. Stipple the nipple. I way overshot my shit with that blush. I kind of went in way too far down here, so I lied. I think I am gonna use a little bit of this highlighting powder just to try to clean this area up, and we can see if it has any pigment to it. Oh, yes, she does. That is actually really pretty. Yes, that adds just the perfect amount of glow. Well, good. I'm glad we got to use this. And now to highlight the cheekbones, I have been creaming myself over Ray Rider. It looks like the perfect champagne for my skin. So we'll take the fancy little highlighter brush that they sent, and here we go. Oh, that is very, very poppin'. She is a little bit chunky. Like, it's almost just setting on top of my skin. But the more that I stipple it, it's kind of like melting into my pores. However, I wonder if this would be better over something a little bit moist. So once again, let's take a little setting spray. And with a slightly moistened face, let's apply her right here. Oh, okay, maybe that way makes it a little bit too much. Although, if you are wanting like a blinding neon sign moment, definitely apply it that way. Whoa, my God. Yeah, I like this side way more. And after a little bit of blending, all the residue of like glitter did kind of disappear, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not the smoothest, most creamiest highlighter ever. I kind of prefer them on the eyes. And I don't think that anything is really gonna add to this look. We kind of look a bit ridiculous, so let's just keep adding some highlighters. This is Moon Cruiser, and we can see how she looks on the skin. Oh, that is so pretty. It gives off a beautiful like lavendery lilac purpley hue. Again though, it is a little bit of a chunky mama. And then to finish up on this side, I'm taking some Star Surfer. Well, that reminds me of Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. Y'all seen that? I just love anything with Kristen Wiig. Okay, so that's pretty, but once again, this side just looks awful because it didn't combine well with the moisture. But I think out of all of them, this one is actually my favorite looking. Like, it blends with my skin really well. It might be a touch too light, but I think this one was the least like glittery. Yeah, I'm still gonna say that on the eyes, they are my favorite. So let's finish this shit show up with a little bit of a lip, shall we? And I'm curious about these nudes. So this is the shade Dune. Oh my gosh, it's like rubbing leather on my lips. So beautiful feeling. I like. And I just wanted to see how that played with other lipsticks, so I put a little bit of that deep purple that we used right around the edges, and they seem to be playing really, really well. Like, it made a beautiful ombre, but now I'm gonna take a little bit more of that first shade that I used. Bitch, these lipsticks are divine. They just feel heavenly. So my loves, here is how we're looking. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a wear time test with this. I will see you at the end of the day. All right, we are back. All right, so it's actually only been like 3, maybe 4 hours. I wanted to wear this like all fucking day, but I'm so cold. I just want to take a bubble bath and like be done. I did eat a little bit and I wiped my mouth with a napkin, and all I saw was like lipstick come off, and I was like, shit. However, it actually still looks pretty good. I don't know that I would trust this lipstick like getting through a meal or anything, but once I accidentally wiped that little layer off, the rest of it actually dried down to like a liquid lipstick feel. Like, not uncomfortable, but it no longer feels like it's slipping and sliding around, so maybe I just apply too much. That could totally be. In fact, it probably is the case. I mean, I don't know what you're seeing, but it still looks like I've got some lipstick on, so I'm impressed. There is a little bit of glitter here and there, but I actually think it's from when I was applying my highlighter. It doesn't look like there's any glitter on my lashes that really fell out. For the most part, everything's stuck into place. I gotta be honest, I like this shit a lot, and not in the ways that I thought I would. Like, I like the highlighters way more on the eyes than I do as actual highlighters. I think they are pretty as normal highlighters, but I like a more creamier highlight that doesn't just like blow up all over my face. I like it to be more tamed and more creamy and just like set into my skin versus these, which are kind of on the glittery side. But they really are doing fabulously on the eyes. Like, they're sticking down, they're holding into place. Like, they're just a super hardcore skull fuck in all the right ways. The lipsticks, at least the ones that I used, are divine on the lips. They're so damn comfortable. They're very pigmented. There's a lot of shades to choose from. I don't know if they sell these individually, but if they don't, they fucking should. Also, why are we still so zoomed in? Like, hi. There we go. Okay, so the lipsticks, I think they're great. The contour palette, I think looks beautiful on my face. It doesn't seem as though it's faded. The only issue that I have with almost everything in this collection is the packaging. Like, I wish these were a little bit more see-through, or there was just like a color sticker on the bottom. I don't mind the bulkiness of them, but could they be like half this size? Yes. They also probably might not be as impactful looking visually, but at the end of the day, what matters most is what's inside this, and like, it doesn't need this big bulky packaging. But is that a deal breaker? No. And it's the same for this little contour palette. It's not the easiest to work with, but the actual product is very good. And all of that is kind of personal preference. Maybe you don't mind the packaging, maybe you don't care that you can see the shades. Totally might not be a big deal for you. If that's the case, product-wise, these are fucking fabulous. I really like them. I don't have much shit to talk here. I do also want to say that included with this, I am going to give away this palette. It's brand new. The only thing is that I touched it taking it out. I didn't spit on it or swatch it or anything, so if you don't mind that, then definitely enter the giveaway. Like, these are some goodies. And thank you so much to Kaleidos for sending this my way. This was so generous, and honestly, I am in love. And most of all, thank you so much for being here. I truly love having you. But yes, closing things up, do I think these are worth the price? I really, really do. I know they're expensive, but if you get everything as a whole, it's kind of like a good investment because these are so multifunctional. Yes, you could use them as highlighters. They'd probably be so pretty on the lips. Oh my goodness. But I really do think everything is worth the price. Like, after feeling the quality and the longevity of things, this is good shit, mama. That's why I love indie brands, even if they are like on a global scale and sold in stores. Just the fact that they're independently owned, there's just something about them that's better. At least some of the times. I guess not always, but in this case, it's definitely true. So my loves, there you go. You know my little outro. If you'd like to support me and my channel just a little bit more, head over to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Poplex. You get videos a day early. You get Patreon only content. Plus, best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy, just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, will be available again soon at thepoplex.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplex.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!